Finding out that your child has a chronic debilitating condition, also known as being medically fragile, is many parents' worst nightmare. Idaho nonprofit Raise for Rare is currently helping 200 families in that very position. That's more than 800 people here locally. Take a look at how they're easing the burden of monthly tasks for families with medically fragile children.
I found some big ones.
You did.
Foster mom Bridget Bell and her son Jackson have a very special bond.
Look at you go. We adopted him on his 3rd birthday. He's number 13 of our clan, and he was the last one, and he just was very sick all the time, and we were in and out of the hospitals. And so with a sick child, you have tons of support in the hospital, but when you come home, it's like a whole new world.
A world where tasks like mowing your lawn, cleaning your house, or going grocery shopping can easily become overwhelming. That's why Idaho-based nonprofit Raise for Rare is helping families of medically fragile children like Jackson by providing practical in-home care.
Once a year we have open enrollment and families can select a service that best fits their family's needs, and they receive that support for the whole year.
It was amazing. They reached out, they said, how can we help you? They gave us different categories to pick from, and it said lawn mowing. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you, because that is the one thing I can't do, and especially with my husband just passing, and Jackson's play area is his backyard because of his autoimmune and different things that go on with him. This is his sanctuary.
Thank you for mowing my lawn.
Businesses like AV Concrete and Landscaping either heavily discount or donate their services so that Raise for Rare can continue to support the 200 families currently relying on their monthly help.
It's heartbreaking. It's really hard because you feel isolated. It's already an isolating journey when you do lose friends, you lose family when you're taking care of a complex child because it's a 24/7 job. And so when you also can't find community that understands, you're just really alone.
No one understands that feeling of isolation more than Megan Schomer, founder and president of Raise for Rare.
I actually had a medically fragile child that was born in 2012. His name's Corwin. It means companion of the heart because I didn't know how long he'd be with me, but I always knew he would be in my heart. And he had a very rare brain malformation. He was the only one alive with his condition.
Due to Corwin's condition, he was turned away from various forms of help that Megan applied for, which is why Raise for Rare allows families of all medically fragile children to benefit from their services.
So my son passed away in November of 2016, and it was just on my heart to make a difference. I just couldn't look away from the need. And so when I founded this organization, that was very important to me that we were non-diagnosis specific because there was no support group for me and my family. So while the journeys are all different, the stories are similar.
Excuse me, Mom. Look at this.
Stories like the Bells, who have spent the last 15 years as foster parents.
My husband had the biggest heart in the world, and he really truly believed, and so do I, if you're not on this earth to make a difference, then what are we here for? So we adopted 3 sets of families, and then Jackson came to us. We had never ever fostered a baby. Even though we spend 80% of our lives in and out of the hospital, he's been the most unique, gifted child. God gave him to me for a reason. Look at those babies.
They're not babies.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, you're right. They're not babies, but they're beautiful berries, aren't they?
Yeah.
I hope that people can really see the true meaning of Raise for Rare. I think every one of the women and gentlemen have their hearts totally open to us as parents with these kids. And Raise for Rare has been a huge blessing in our lives.
Reporting in Meridian, I'm Sophia Dumani.